Okay, so what we're doing here is this is the pilot control system for the Mad Max machine. So you can see it has two valve assemblies on it, and that's because we have 3 burners that operate this machine, or up to 3 burners. It goes back here to 2 tanks, and so we're going to go ahead and turn on both tanks. Let's go back over here. Now, the upper valve assembly, this is the main pilot assembly. So when you light the pilot, you're going to press this one first. So I'll go ahead and hold this down, and we're going to go ahead and start the pilot. So let's look inside. And hopefully our lighter's working. One moment. There we go. So we hold that red button down for a short time. And then once we think there's enough heat on it, we'll go ahead and let it off. And yes, there is. So I've let my finger off the button. And you can see the pilot is staying lit. Now, the next thing you'll want to do is, let's go back to the front panel here, is to press the lower button here. What this will do, this will release the pilot for this valve. So you just press on it, and that way you will have, it'll allow this valve to operate. Now the upper assembly here, this runs the 2, you have the 2 burners side by side, and then the lower one operates this one here, the one on the outside. Now when you start the machine, you can go ahead and just watch the burners, how they start. I'm going to pull the lever, the ball valve, on the top control assembly, and you'll see what happens. Okay, so these 2 burners are now operating. To light the next burner, you pull the valve at the bottom of the machine, pull that now, and now that one's operating. So we have all 3 burners operating. Okay? I'm going to turn the valve off with the 2 burners. Now we have just the one operating. Now whenever you want to operate just one, go ahead and turn this off so you can hear me. That'll be the configuration for operating just the one burner. Okay. So whenever you want to operate just one burner, you have to start these 2 burners first, and then this burner, and then turn these 2 off. That's because of the configuration of the pilot in relation to where this burner is. So you always have to start the 2 burners before you can start that one. And then you can turn these 2 off. So for 1 burner operation, this is the one you'll use. For 2 burner operation, you'll use these 2 by themselves. And then of course for 3, you run both valves. You have 2 thermocouples here, one for each of the pilot assemblies, just to operate the valve itself. That should answer most of the questions you'd have on this, and if there are any further questions, you can please give us a call or an email. But just make sure that you do start and stop the machine in that fashion, and that when you are done with the machine, that you turn the gas off and then open your valves, allowing all the gas to disperse fully while the pilot is still turned on. That way it burns out. You don't end up with any gas that is free floating in the area with unburned. Thank you.